Well, we had a beautiful night camping on the side of the Toad River.
Yes.
For free, right on a turnout in British Columbia last night. Actually inside the Muncho Lake Provincial Park. Two waterfalls. It was just gorgeous.
It was.
Traffic was really light during the night, so it didn't bother us. But this morning, heading out, we're still running into these long construction zones where you have several miles of dirt and dust and mud and gravel following a pilot car. 25, 30 miles an hour. So if you come up here and think that you're going to make any time, you got to consider.
Think again.
Yeah, in Canada and Alaska, when they have, when the summer is here and they can work on the roads, they're working on it 24/7. So.
And it's a constant thing to keep the roads in repair up here.
Yeah, so always consider that in your plans, that you're not going to get anywhere quick.
Nope.
So. Anyway, there's a lot of mosquitoes outside. You can see them swarming out the windshield, but it's beautiful. Clear day, beautiful views. It's cool this morning. Probably got into the mid-40s last night, wouldn't you say?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, mid-50s this morning, maybe.
Good sleeping weather.
Yeah, perfect sleeping weather.
Yeah, I wish y'all could see the mosquitoes, but there's no way through the through the dead mosquito windshield that you'll see the swarm. All right, we're moving, and I'm gonna see if I can shoot this view out my window without putting the window down, because we have enough mosquitoes in the van. So let's see. Oh my gosh, the phone's ringing. Yeah, it is. So as we follow this pilot car down the mountain, I wanted to tell you what I decided before Chuck and I came on this trip. We really enjoy watching the Baird brothers, Jim and Ted Baird. They're Canadian boys. They were on a season of Alone, the season that you could do, you did it with someone, a brother, a friend, a parent, a spouse. They won that season. But they are just the most intrepid outdoorsmen. And they did a 25-day canoe trip, like in the middle of northern nowhere, no services, no humans, no nothing, Canada. But at one point, well, not at one point, like every time they stop the canoe to like camp, their hands will be covered with mosquitoes. Like hundreds of mosquitoes will be on their thumb. And when we decided that we were coming up to Alaska in June, which some said was the high mosquito season in interior Alaska, I decided that I was going to be an honorary Baird family member, and I was not going to complain or whine about the mosquitoes. And the other day, and we really haven't had two mosquitoes too bad. A couple of times we have. And like I said, interior near Fairbanks, where we camped at Clear, the mosquitoes have been horrendous. But we hadn't had any for quite a while. And the other day, the mosquitoes were bad. And Chuck said to me, "Who are you today, Ted or Jim?" And I quickly snapped out of my, "Oh, the mosquitoes suck," and said, Ted. I'm always Ted. So we got some mosquitoes today. They were pretty serious last night in camp, but that's okay. They weren't 300 on my thumb serious.
We've had them a lot worse than we had them in camp last night.
We have had them worse, yeah. But 1,000 times better than we thought they were going to be.
Yeah, we never had to just scrape them off of us.
Which we
like
kind of
that.
thought we might. So they were a pleasant surprise that we really haven't been plagued.
We actually
mosquitoes.
brought head nets
and jackets.
and mosquito jackets, which we never wore.
No, we never.
Now there were people walking around Denali with head nets on.
Yeah.
When we didn't even use mosquito spray.
No.
At times.
Yeah.
Now,
and
you know,
we were in short sleeves or shorts, so they really weren't.
Yeah.
They really weren't bad, even though some people might have. Maybe they were prone to mosquitoes. Maybe mosquitoes really like them. So I'm not sure if Chuck will be able to use the video I took of the fella in front of us with the dog and his back window that said "Give peace a chance." But he flagged us, or he waved us on around him. We were at a construction stop, and we put our windows down and started chatting. He was on his way back home to northern Saskatchewan, almost on the Manitoba border, after spending 4.5 years up in the Yukon.
Years? Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was on his way home.
Oh, okay.
He'd been up there for 4.5 years, moving back near family, but his son had come up this early summer, so like May, when part of the Klondike was still frozen, and they spent 6 days gold panning, so that was cool. And they got, he thinks, about a ½ an ounce. They're not completely done going through it, but so far they've got about a ½ ounce of gold for their 6 days. But he and his wife were moving home to be near family, so that was good. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that SiriusXM is a complete waste of your time and money up here. In the beginning, we thought the minute we came around to the west side of the Rockies, the Canadian Rockies, our SiriusXM was gone. And we kind of thought, well, it's the Rockies. But I think that we're just so far north that we're below the horizon and we're not picking up where the satellite is. So we haven't had our SiriusXM that I have been paying for since about the middle of May. Another thing is Canada seems to really have it going on as far as highway litter. And we noticed this in 2017 when we were over in the Maritimes. There are trash cans, real trash cans, not rubber-made trash cans with a, you know, junky lid that are overflowing. But there are serious metal trash cans, I would say, every 8 to 10 miles. And they're clean and they're emptied.
Empty regularly.
Yes. And you don't see, I mean, there's like no trash on the road here. So kudos to Canada. We could maybe do a better job in the States with trash on the roads. And I am more and more impressed with how willing I am to just look like this on camera. So I hope y'all are enjoying that. You want to say anything? I saw that.
There, my friends, is the giant beaver of Alberta.
We are retracing our steps. It's the most expeditious way home. But also, we wanted to see Jasper and Banff, hopefully on clear days without being socked in with a cloud. So here we are coming up into Jasper. In Jasper National Park in Jasper, Alberta. When we came through here 3 months and a week ago, we were clouded in, fogged in, rain, snow, and we were at Wapiti, which means elk, at Wapiti Campground, which was a really nice campground. We didn't make reservations because we weren't sure when we were coming home. We weren't sure how long we were going to take in Alaska. So we were just playing it by ear. Apparently July and August are Jasper's, the park's biggest month, but they have, so everything was booked. There were no campsites available. But they have an overflow campground, that's $16.75 Canadian, so that must be about $11 US, I think. And you know, when you read about it, it was kind of like parking lot camping. So I was really pleasantly surprised, aside from the gorgeous background here. Each campsite has its own table. There's plenty of privies. There's water, potable water. Very pleasantly surprised. We have certainly stayed in less appealing campgrounds, and we got a site. There aren't many trees in here. There aren't any trees at all, really. But there was a site open next at the end of one of the little roads that is wooded. So here you go.